TK Wade and Chris Buffaloe present Ava in Fairyland, a magical adventure for young and old alike. This episode, Gruffsdale.
It sure was nice of Duldrae the hyena to allow us to stay at her crooked house, Mr. Appleton.
The house was quite crooked, wasn't it? But it was also quite comfortable. And that is all we can expect as guests, I suppose.
I rather enjoyed having my own room. It may not have been as big as my room at Bunnyburg Castle, but it was still quite acceptable.
As for me, I do not sleep, and I would not care if the room was comfortable or not, because I do not possess a heart.
Rocky's eyes glow in the dark, and it made me feel safer than if I was in total darkness. He really isn't so bad a roommate, Mr. Appleton.
How very strange. I suppose Rocky may be useful for something after all, even without a heart.
Hey, Fatso! Where are you going?
Goodness me! Who said that?
Up there, Rupert. In that tree. It looks like it's some kind of bird.
I see him!
Pardon me, Mr. Bird, but I rather resent you addressing me in such a discourteous manner.
Too bad, Fatso!
Well, I never.
Why are you being so mean to Mr. Appleton? It is terribly rude of you.
I can't help it. I'm a mockingbird. He's funny looking. Looks like a walking apple. How very rude. What should we do about him, Rupert? Yeah! What you gonna do, Fatso?
Well, I don't know, but I would rather not have this annoying creature call me such an absurd name for our entire journey.
Hey, Rocky, are you any good at catching birds?
I do not know, but even if I did, I would not care.
Never mind, Rocky. Rupert, might there be something in that magic bag of yours that could assist us?
My bag?
What's wrong, Fatso? Can't handle a little bird?
Oh, Rupert, Jasper is right. Might your magical bag be of any use?
I believe it will. If I can swing it just right, and... Huh!
Ow! You tossed your bag at me! I'm out of here! Good throw, Rupert. He won't be mocking you anytime soon.
That was an interesting use for the magical bag, Mr. Appleton, but it did seem to work.
Well, that settles that. Come, everyone. I believe I see a city up ahead. After taking on such an annoying bird, I am ready for just about anything.
Mr. Appleton, have you ever seen buildings like that in America?
Goodness me! They all look like giant tin cans. Who in their right mind would create such ridiculous abodes?
They look like goats, Rupert. See them walking around over that way?
Well, I'll be. They are goats. They all seem to be in a bitter temper of sorts.
They do appear to be quite grumpy about something. Maybe we came at a bad time. Should we leave, Mr. Appleton?
Perhaps, but what bother it would be to be obliged to walk around the city, simply because they are all having a bad day.
One of the goats is approaching.
Oh, Rocky is right. And he looks very angry.
Uh-oh.
Never mind, Ava. Allow me to deal with this grumpy goat. After dealing with that mockingbird, I feel like I can handle anything.
I bid you horrible greetings as you enter the miserable city of Gruffsdale. I have the most egregious responsibility to welcome you today. I shall have the dreadful task of escorting you to your accommodations.
You certainly do not seem happy about doing so, sir.
Indeed. What a pity it is that I should be cursed this way. As you can see, we are all having a terrible day, because everything is just as terrible as it has always been. Just terrible. Did I mention it was terrible?
Did you get off on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
In Gruffsdale, every side of the bed is wrong.
Ava, I'm not sure if we should accept this goat's assistance or not. He is most rude, and I'm not fond of such behavior.
Well, he is offering to be our guide, But you are right. He seems to be in a horrible mood.
What should we do?
Let me try talking to him, Mr. Appleton.
Very well.
Sir, thank you very much for offering to assist us. Although, I am unsure if I should thank you. You were somewhat rude to us, after all.
Your names.
My what?
Oh, for the love of your names! If I am to provide you with wonderful service, you must tell me your names. Really, this is most annoying.
Well, my name is Ava Paige.
And I am Jasper the Bunny.
I am Rocky, the Stone Wolf.
And I am Rupert Appleton the Third, and I should be pleased to make your acquaintance, as I am sure you should be pleased to make mine.
Not likely.
Huh.
But I am sure I will be unjustifiably obliged to treat you visitors with great respect, as is our horrible custom. So, you may call me Surly Sam, for that was the terrible name that I was given. Oh, and you have dropped your hat, Mr. Appleton.
I have? Oh, yes, indeed. Quite nice of you to tell me, Surly Sam. You must pardon me, for it happens quite often.
Pah! Visitors. Always dropping things. Well, never mind. Come with me, and I shall attempt to make all of you annoying people happy.
Very well. How strange. He may be the rudest person I have ever encountered, but he seems to mean us well.
I feel the same way. I suppose we should find out if Surly Sam really means it?
It couldn't hurt to see where this goes. I, for one, am getting rather tired of walking. How do you feel about it, Rocky?
The goat was very rude, but as I do not have a heart, I cannot be offended by it, either way.
That's what I figured. But you were quiet for so long, I was worried you had turned into a statue. Anyways, let's go see what's in store for us inside the big tin can.
Hello? Is anyone back there? We have guests here to annoy us. This is such a bother. Where is the receptionist?
Perhaps he fell asleep.
That's true. We do not have guests too often, thank goodness. But how am I to provide you with excellent service when the receptionist will not assist me?
Maybe if you call for him politely.
Politely? How about I just chuck the bell at his door?
What? What is it? What's all the racket? Can't a self-disrespecting goat get some shut-eye around here?
We have guests that we must please and treat as if they were royalty.
Egad, how terrible. I should have stayed in bed.
If you don't want to assist us, we can just be on our way.
I agree. I am not sure if I feel welcome here.
But that's just it. You are extremely welcome here. It is us who shall be miserable about it. I assure you that your stay here will be one of the most pleasant in all of your lives.
We, the goats of Gruffsdale, are very prideful in our courtesy to strangers.
But why are you all so grumpy about it?
Mind your own business. Receptionist, show these horrible guests to the dinner table. They look plainly starved.
Oh, very well. This is already turning out to be a most miserable day. Come this way, all of you. We don't want you to starve or anything.
I'm so very confused, Rupert. Are they being rude? Or not?
I really cannot say. The whole thing is giving me a headache just thinking about it.
Either way, they intend to feed us, and I can't say no to a free meal.
I do not need to eat.
Yes, I know that, Rocky. In fact, I dare say that you aren't the slightest bothered by this whole adventure. Having no heart, none of this must affect you in the least.
Correct. but I still desire a heart, regardless.
What's that? You want something, Rocky?
It's the only thing he wants, Mr. Appleton. I already talked to him about it. It kind of confused me, though.
Well, it is beginning to seem like a whole lot of things are trying to confuse me today. Come, let's see why these goats will attempt to feed us.
Sit down. Sit down. I cannot feed you ingrates unless you are sitting down.
Well, I suppose we should sit down, Rupert.
Hoo-hoo, I suppose so.
Chef! Chef! We have annoying visitors for you to feed.
Brr, visitors? What is this? And so many of them? And right when I was enjoying my day off. Brr,
You'll still prepare us food, won't you?
brr. Of course I will. I always do my very best to please visitors, even though I always feel miserable doing so. But never mind. I have the most unfortunate duty to inform you of today's menu. Brr. I am sure you shall hate it, as it is so terribly difficult to please people as yourselves.
Well then, what shall we be fed?
Brr. For starters, there will be scrambled tin can, followed by a tin can pasta, and for dessert, you shall be having tin can crumble. I am sure you shall not be pleased. Brr.
I should say so! We cannot eat any of that because we are not goats!
Sadly, I must concur. I do not believe that tin cans will agree with our insides.
I knew it! Did I not claim that you would hate it? Brr. Very well. What shall I be obliged to serve to such picky eaters? Brr.
My mother always made me some beans and potatoes, and I will be just fine with that.
Brr. How horrid! And what else?
Perhaps some tomato soup with toast, if you please.
Brr. Vile. And the rabbit?
Carrots, please.
Brr. Carrots? Woe is me that I must do these kindly things for such ingrates. Brr. Are you certain that you will not wish any tin cans at all? What about the stony wolf? Brr.
I am certain a tin can will do me no harm if I attempted to devour it. However, I do not eat, so there is no point to even try.
Good grief. Brr.
If you are so determined to feed us tin cans, then perhaps you can serve us tea in them, so we may have at least something to drink as we eat.
And will you eat them once you finish the tea? Brr.
No, I fear we cannot do it, but we will be just as happy to drink from a tin can as we would a crystal cup.
Very well. I shall not be long, even though I very much wish for you all to wait. Brr. Annoying tourist. Brr. Always making me provide excellent service. Brr. What a horrible day. Brr.
Is that goat chef going to be all right?
He's taking it pretty well, actually. The door is still on its hinges.
Well, I must say that was quite a delightful meal.
I agree. Those carrots were as fresh as could be.
And my meal was very tasty, and drinking out of a tin can was not bad at all.
Hoo-hoo, I can't help but wonder if all the food we ate came from those tin cans. A bit ironic if you think about it.
I didn't think of that.
Oh, Surly Sam, we were waiting for you.
Indeed. As much as I hate to ask, are you all pleased with the service?
Oh, yes, it has all been wonderfully delightful.
How unfortunate. I am well pleased that you are happy, which makes me quite annoyed. For I find being pleased to be very aggravating. But now that you are finished, I will show you to your rooms. Follow me. As you can see here, we have painstakingly made the room yellow to match the girl's dress.
Oh, I love it! It's the most wonderful
stop shouting. I will leave you all to your rooms.
Not before I hug you!
Oh, nightmares! What is she doing? She intends to eat me alive.
No! I intend to hug you! I absolutely adore this room!
Very well, and I am pleased that you do, although I am very angry that I must like such a thing. Please unhand me.
All right, Surly Sam. I want to go into my room anyways. Good night!
If you need anything, I shall be at your beck and call, but I shall be much happier if you leave me alone.
Thank you, Sam. Well, Jasper and Rocky, I should think we should rest here for the night, for I doubt we shall presently be able to remove little Ava from that yellow room.
Agreed, Mr. Appleton. Come on, Rocky. Time to sleep.
I do not need to sleep.
I know, but I'm going to teach you how to pretend so you don't give everyone the creeps at night.
Very well.
Why didn't I think of that?
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ava in Fairyland, brought to you by T.K. Wade and Chris Buffaloe. We hope you shall tune in next time to see what happens to our brave adventurers.
Bah.
The part of Ava was played by Anna Buffaloe. Rocky, the Stone Wolf, and also the Goat Receptionist were portrayed by Lee Harvey. Chris Buffaloe took on the roles of Rupert Appleton and the Goat Chef. T.K. Wade portrayed Jasper, the Rabbit, and the Mockingbird. The parts of Surly Sam and the announcer were performed by Sean O'Toole. All musical pieces were composed and performed by M.J.S. Shelvis. The script, as well as the original story, were written by T.K. Wade. This program is lovingly dedicated to the memory of Lynn Ann O'Toole.